I'm Harry with Out and About Ventures, and today I wanted to show you some mud flaps I got for my 25 Chevy Colorado ZR2. Now these mud flaps will work for 23 or newer Chevy Colorado or GMC Canyon AT4X, and I believe the Chevy Colorado Trail Boss. Any of the Colorados with the fender flares. Without the fender flares, they won't work. Let me show you what I got. So you can see, I've got the driver's side, passenger side, and driver's side rear and passenger side rear. They're a nice flexible rubber, so if you go over some rocks or anything like that, they should bend and not try to tear off your fender flares, which is a good thing. They do come with 4 Phillips screws and a couple little anchors to go behind to help secure it better than what the factory ones give you for the Phillips screws, or if you use your existing screws. And then it does come with these 4. I'm not sure why you would use these, but you know, unless you had some type of gun to secure these on, little rivets. It comes with 4 of those as well. As these 4, this third hole here on top is not there on the factory mounting, so we will be screwing something on. And the same with this. On the back mud flaps, they don't have the top one either, just these 2. So we will have to use either their screws or something of our own, or their rivets. But we'll figure it out as we go, so let's get them installed. Okay, hopefully you guys can see here. Let me get you in a little closer. There's 2 screws here, and they're T15s. And they don't give you anything else up the side or back in. And these flaps that come, hopefully you can see it all. They've got the 2 that you would use, and 1 extra for extra support up higher. So we're going to have to pre-drill, and they do give you the screws and anchors for that to make it stronger, rather than just using the 2 factories right here. One here, one here. We're going to add another one here after putting this all together. So let's see how that goes. For right now, we got to get this apart. And they're just a good snug hand tight, because again, I'm thinking they're only like a plastic thread, but we'll find out. All right, we got the 2 bottom T15s tightened up. Those are the factory screws. And now I'm going to put one up here on top of third. There's a third hole here on the top of the mud flap, but not in the factory flare. So I'm going to use a self-tapping screw. And that will be that. And then, yeah, now it's much tighter. And I like that. So we'll do the same for the passenger side, and I'll video and show you guys the rear, so we're not wasting so much time with you guys watching me put on the passenger side, which is the same. Again, just using the factory screws here already on the molding. Just take them off, put this on, and put them back, and they are going into some metal behind it, so those are pretty snug. And I added this third. You know, you can add a 4th if you want, but I think it's a little bit redundant. It's, you know, they're really flexible already, so if you hit rocks and stuff, so we should be good. Okay, now that we got the front driver's side on, as you can see, there's 4 holes here for it to use from the factory drilled, pre-drilled on the flaps. So we'll use the one back there, one right here, that one, and this one we will put a 4th in ourselves just to utilize it. And I've got some I believe they're M8s self-tapping metal sheet metal screws, because there's a thin sheet of metal behind here, which is good. Give us something to anchor to. So let's get that going. There we go. Now we are strong. That's not going nowhere. Alright, I finished them up. I think they look pretty cool. I did put an extra screw in with a washer, self-tapping of the thin sheet metal on the sides, so that'll definitely hold it good. With 4 in there, we are not going nowhere. And the same with the front. I put 2 in there, if you can see. 2 extra self-tapping sheet metal screws into the metal with big washers, along with the factory plastic ones that aren't very good. See, the same for all sides. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So hopefully you guys like this kind of thing. Something you can do again for your Chevy Colorado ZR2 or Trail Boss, or I believe GMC Canyon AT4X or AT4. Make sure it's got the fender flares extra. Otherwise these will not work for you. I'll put a link in the description from the YouTube here for Amazon. And if you guys like these, I think they're pretty cool. There's a heavy duty, firm rubber, but still flexible enough for any rocks you may run over and things like that. And we'll catch you on the next one.